Hi Foffers, Coach Heather here to talk food prep. In the videos that I have posted about issues and strategies around those issues dealing with coronavirus and nutrition, I have mentioned food prep as a great tool to help with kind of all of the little problems that we're having around routine, around boredom eating, around lack of availability to all of our normal groceries and grocery shopping. So I want to talk a little bit more about what food prep is. Food prep runs the gamut. It's not one specific thing. So it doesn't necessarily mean prepping everything for the week and having everything in Tupperware containers, right? That's kind of one extreme. The other end of food prep is literally just thinking, what am I going to make for lunch? And do I have everything to make for everything I need to make that lunch? So food prep really just means preparing in any way, shape, or form, mentally or physically, for what you're going to be eating, as opposed to just kind of spontaneously eating whatever's in front of you or last minute decisions. So food prep can mean any of those things. And I want to kind of talk about the different options that you have there. So again, depending on where you are and what you need, it may be simply a matter of kind of thinking ahead about what you're going to have for each of your meals, whether it's just today I'm going to have a salad, this is what I have in the fridge, so I'm going to make myself a salad, or if it's more specific and planning out exactly what you want to prepare for the entire week. Obviously, in the current climate, having that level of preparation will be helpful because it will help you make decisions about your grocery shopping that you're doing once a week versus 2 or 3 times a week that you may have done in the past. So I've done a chart to kind of give you an idea of what that might look like. I've planned out a week kind of based around the kind of things that my family typically eats. And you'll see that I've color-coded it just for your own use. I do not do this myself. I just plan for the week what we're going to have, and I know that I'm going to rely on leftovers being certain meals. So for example, you'll notice, for example, that I usually, when I make chili, I have chili be a meal at least 2 other nights a week because my chili recipe is a big tub of chili, so I know we can at least have it for 2 other meals. Often I even have some left over to freeze. So you'll see that it shows up in dinner on Monday night, and then it goes to become a Wednesday night meal. For me, it becomes chili with salad rather than over grains. My kids will still have it over grains. And then on Friday, I'll have it for dinner again with the family. Sometimes I'll do it like over a jacket potato just to change it up a little bit for the kids, or we'll just have leftovers because my kids are pretty decent and they'll eat whatever. But then you'll see, for example, breakfast. So breakfast, I've got color-coded yogurt with granola and berry on Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. And the reason I tell you this and the reason I have it color-coded is because now this tells you how much you need to buy. In part of meal prep is you want to kind of know how much you need to buy of everything, right? So for example, I have chicken breast with roasted veg that I'll do like on a Sunday, and then I'll have leftovers for the week. So I'll have my chicken for my salads. And very often I actually will have the exact same lunch, which is chicken on salad because I like it and I kind of change up my salad. But I've made it look a little bit more diverse for you here, and also because my kids are home, I am changing up our lunch a little bit more because they're here to eat with me. But you'll notice that I have the chicken on both of those days. So what I need to do when I plan for my week shop is I say to myself, okay, how much chicken do I need in order to feed myself and my family chicken for 2 days? So I would say, okay, a serving of chicken is about 3 to 4 ounces or about 100 grams. So if I have 4 people eating 2 meals, so 4 times 100 is 400 grams. Eating 2 meals, I need about 800 grams of chicken breast for my weekly shop. I usually factor in a little bit extra. Obviously, I have 2 young growing boys, and I have a husband who will eat a little bit more because men, of course, are allowed about 2 servings per meal of the size of the palm of your hand, whereas women typically would be closer to about 1 portion, about the size of your hand, if you watched my nutrition video about portion sizes. So factoring in those kinds of things, this is how you use a weekly plan to help. So this food prep plan to help with your grocery shop. Obviously, you would do that across everything. So I would need to factor in yogurt for 4 people, 3 times a week, etc. So that's how you want to be looking at meal prep if you're looking to prep a little bit more specifically for the week. Obviously, anything along that spectrum is fine. Just thinking in advance so that you have a better idea of what you need when you go to the store. And as we've mentioned in a previous video, you need to be a little bit flexible. So I have my roasted veg. My roasted veg this week may be totally different than my roasted veg have been every other week based on what's available in the shops. There's a bit of a primer over food prep. If you have any more specific questions or if you want more detailed information, obviously feel free to reach out to your accountability coach or feel free to email me.